What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday night right now, but this is something that I'm going to finish on Thursday. So I was going to go Spanish, continue with that chorizo, but the fish store didn't have what I needed, so we're switching it up. We're going American South. So I've told you before, the best fried chicken I've ever had in my life, ever will have in my life, was at Gus's in Memphis. So I'm not even trying to recreate that, but I'm going to do some fried chicken sandwiches. Little idea for Labor Day weekend. So this is inspired by something I saw. I think it was Barefoot Contessa. I don't know. One of those ladies on Food Network. They use chicken breasts. I'm going to use chicken thighs. So to start, I got two thighs that I've cut the fat off of. So what we're going to do tonight is marinate the chicken in like a seasoned buttermilk. So you can do this for at least 8 hours, up to 24 hours before you do your dredge and do your frying. So as Christian Ekman once said, dark meat or get the bleep out. So we're using the thighs tonight. So as I usually do, I'm doing meat and veggies. Get your own cutting board, one for the meat, one for the veggies. So I got some buttermilk here. You could use regular milk or heavy whipping cream, but I think the buttermilk, for the chicken is the best way to go. So you just want to make sure you use enough to completely dredge the chicken. So depending on how many you're using, that's how much you need. So to start, just going to put these in here, and then we will work on our veggies. So it's pretty simple. We're going to start with a jalapeno. We're just going to cut it lengthwise and throw it right in the buttermilk. So I'm going to cut the tip. That's it. Just leave it like that. Drop it in. Then we're just going to smash 2 cloves of garlic. We're not going to dice it or anything. We're just going to smash it and put it in. So I think I've told you before, but in case you didn't see, the best way to get the skin off of garlic is just smash it, and then it comes off really easily. So we've done that for one garlic, and here's the other one. So just get your fattest knife, and that's the best way to do it. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. Then if you've got them, I get 1 or 2 shallots. If you don't have shallots, you could use either red or white onion. I actually would probably do red because I think the flavor of red is probably closer than white or yellow. So make sure you get the skin off, and I cut it into just rough strips and drop it in. And if you get a little bit of skin, that's okay, because again, this is just to season it. It's we're not eating the shallots or the jalapenos. This is just to season everything. So pretty rustic for now, but this is just going to help to flavor the chicken. So just get it all in here. And last but not least, we are going to add some spices. So I think the Food Network lady just did salt and pepper, but I'm going to add a little bit of spice. So I'm going to do about 5 shakes of salt, maybe 6 or 7 of pepper. And then for good measure, I'm going to do a little paprika, and for some heat, on top of that jalapeno, a little bit of cayenne. So that's it. for tonight, you just want to get this mixed up and let the chicken sit in here and just soak up the flavor of all this stuff. And then tomorrow we're gonna do, you know, the wet, dry, wet, dry. Build a nice crust on these, and we're gonna be using the skillet and some canola oil and frying these bad boys up. Just cover it, leave it in the fridge overnight, and that's it. So have a good night. We'll be back to finish this off tomorrow. Peace. Alright, so we're back. It is now Thursday, midday. So we're going to do this. We've been working from home, so we're going to make these sandwiches for lunch. So I got that canola oil. You want to have like at least an inch deep so you can fully submerge the chicken when it's ready to fry. So same thing, I'm getting it medium high for about 10 minutes to let the oil come to temperature before we do the chicken. So there's the chicken that's been marinating in that seasoned buttermilk overnight. So next we're going to do the dry ingredients. So you get some, no set amount, but you want enough AP flour so you can fully submerge the chicken. I like doing a little bit of, of baking powder. Just kind of adds a little texture. We want like a thick batter for this one. So going to add some black pepper, some celery salt for something different, a little more paprika, and I want like a little citrus touch. This is like a blend of lime and chilies. Do a little bit of that instead of cayenne, because cayenne's already in the wet. So just get this mixed pretty good. So for the buns, I'm gonna get them light toast in the oven. So I got the oven at about 300. So I'm gonna put them in now, and the chicken is gonna fry 5 or 6 minutes. So when we're ready for that, I'll show you how I'm going to dip it. And because there's a lot of seasoning in both the wet and the dry, for the sandwich, I'm just going to do straight up mayonnaise and a couple pickles. That's it. There's enough heat in the marinade. So stay tuned. We'll be back. Alright, so we're back. Pan's hot. We're ready to do this. So I got my my latest toy to help me to put stuff in the oil without burning myself, so we're going to use that. So to get a good batter, I'm actually going to double dip these. So got the chicken here, just kind of let the excess milk get off of there. So I'm going to put it in the dry, do a little shake, put it back in the wet one more time, and then into the dry again. So that's going to help get more of a crust on there. So little trick that's optional, but we're looking for maximum, crunch on this. Back in, and you're going to get those, plaster fingers working with the fried stuff. It's going to be a mess, but again, that just goes with the territory. So, these are ready to go. We're going to drop it and let it go for 5 minutes. Just keep an eye on them, maybe turn them once. And we'll be back when these are done. See ya. Alright, so these are done. So just going to shake the excess oil off. That golden brown, that looks really good. So just going to let them cool for a minute, and in the meantime we will just start building the sandwich. So it's pretty easy. Just got a couple buns right here. There we go. I'm gonna do condiments on the bottom, chicken on top. So just get a little bit of mayo. Right here. Then get some pickles. Just maybe do 3 in like a triangle on the bottom. And these are just straight up, dill slices. Again, there's enough seasoning. We seasoned both the wet and the dry pretty good. So, the chicken's really, it's seasoned enough, so it's enough there. So this one you can see that double dip, how much of that breading gets on there. So nice little lunch at home. So there we go. Nice idea for Labor Day if you got it. Have a good weekend. See you next week.